Man, I'm just be doing the most early in the morning. What up, Joe world? I am the young man Nuke, and this is Fresh Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip hop all in one show. You know, it's good to kind of be, almost at 100%. I'm definitely a lot better than I was last time you heard me on the Sunday. So like, yeah, it's I'm back on the pulpit talking my bullish, you dig? So I appreciate those that are rocking with me currently. You dig? I see you for sure. I definitely do. I appreciate those who have been waiting. I appreciate those who ain't nobody look out for me. Ain't nobody was like, dang, what's going on with you? How you doing? There's only one person that's been doing that and keeping up the tabs on the young man, and I appreciate that person for sure. Other than my children, if you listen to the show the other day, you already know what's going on with my children. But like, yeah, I glad to be back. So I'm gonna jump right up into it, not play no games, because if you listen to the last gig before this gig, which is possibly not the gig that you're listening to, either way, we're cutting everything down and making everything a little bit digestible, not only for you but for me. So without further ado, we just don't know. We just don't know. Sometimes we think we know, but sometimes we just don't know. You got to see yourself through the eyes of babies. I myself, 4 decades and a little bit. You dig? So like, that's not a lot of time. I'm like if on the grand scale of things, 4 decades. Just remove the zero. I'm only 4 years old. You know what I mean? Not even. I got a lot of little learnings that I'm still learning about. You know what I mean? Something I just don't know. And I'm actually going to use this as a double entendre. We're going to flip on that a little bit later. But like, yeah, no, I really don't know. I get to sit and kick it with my children, and I'm going to kick it with my son today. Kick it with my other son a little bit too. But like when I sit and to put it all together, make sure that my children know what's going on, make sure that they have an idea of where we are in life, how life works, how life operates. That's what I feel every parent feels like, or should feel like at least. They should feel like they need to teach their children all of the operations of work, of life, how to move within life, how to operate within life. You dig? Because we know that they don't know. You dig? That's a whole nother superpower. Like for real. Having the experience to relate to another person, And honestly, that's kind of why I created this podcast, is just because I got an experience that most people haven't had. I have a very unique experience, and I don't even realize it for the most part. But I know that because I've had the experience to be able to experience and in multiple different circumstances. Like for example, there's some people that may be listening that have never left the state that they reside in. You dig? I've done that multiple times. You dig? Like relocated to a whole nother state, not just across the city, not just across the state. I've relocated to a whole nother state across a whole nother time zone. You dig? Like for real, multiple time zones. But and that's not a bragging point, but that's just to say, like, man, I know a little bit more about travel than the next person. I also had a CDL, so I've done a little bit of traveling. You dig? Anything about my personal life? I do a little bit of traveling every 2 weeks. So if you don't know, you don't know. And, one of these things is that I know there are people who get embarrassed by not knowing, They don't want to admit that they don't know. They don't want to show that they don't know. Pops making that juice in the hood. That's what it's all about. And the main thing is to not, which is ignorance. That's ignorance if you just don't know and you willingly don't know. The main thing is to not be ignorant, not to dwell in your ignorance, Man, go get you a mentor. Go get you a mentor. Mentors are so needed. You dig? Mentors are just people who've been there, who've done it before, who operate in a little bit higher level than most that are in your personal circle. You know what I mean? Your personal circle might need to change. You might need to bend those corners a little bit more. Maybe need to make your circle an octagon or something. For real. I say my circle's so big, my circle's so small, it's a triangle. You get it? For real. It's very prime that you have people in your life that are able to bring out the best of you, but also allow you to be able to thrive within their knowledge. I say it like that. So being as it may that people don't have these mentors in their life, these positive influences in their life, positive male and female, that balance is necessary, feminine and masculine. You need to be able to go to someone who can give you a different perspective than someone else, and there's no better place than to go seek that wisdom from than the confines of, I wanted to say your family, but man, some people's families is just all the way turned up. You dig? So you need to go find people who are on the same path as you. If you want to be a baker, you have to go find somebody who's already had a bakery, who's actually cooking, who knows culinary. You need to thrive within those skills. If you want to be a YouTuber, you got to find people who want to be YouTubers. I am not one of those people who wants to be a YouTuber. You dig? That's not my goal. Even my goal, listen, I didn't want to be a podcaster. You did? I just wanted an outlet. I wanted another outlet, and it just so happened that this is what it is, and I'm comfortable with doing this because it's just that, a lot of people want to be able to use the platform so that they can have an outlet for themselves, and that's dope. For real. And that brings, honestly, that's what's going to bring more to the dynamic of this gig, is that the people that I know who want a platform for their voice, I got a platform for them, and I'm going to allow them to speak, for real. And that's what's in turn going to help flesh out what I'm doing, because really and truly, this is just my voice on topics that I care about, topics that I want to talk about, and things that I don't know, things that I do know, things that you might not know, things that you do know. Shit, argue with me in the comments if that's how you feel, for real. So, the whole ideal is to share my knowledge base, and I want to be able to share my knowledge base and not bore you to death. You did, because that could be a thing too, So I keep the topics as broad range as possible, but for real, if there's something that you don't know and you want me to talk about and you think I might know about it, then man, drop a comment. For real. Subscribe so you can tap in and stay tuned, because I intend on doing this for as long as it is. I don't know, I keep the I keep the smoke screen the way it is because I have a voice for radio, but I got a face for something else. You dig? And not saying I'm ugly, but I'm definitely part-time sexy, and I can turn it off and on when I want to. You dig? But that's a whole other thing. Another thing is, moving in ignorance will make mistakes, and we're allowed to make mistakes, especially if we intend on learning from those mistakes, Not being able to experience those mistakes, I think, personally would be at a detriment to everybody. You got to be able to experience some form of, man, I messed up badly. You have to. You got to be able to experience, and you got to be able to walk away from it too. I tell my children all the time, man, listen, you can cry, but after you are finished crying, whatever you were crying about is still going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, and the one thing is, I'm speaking from a place of callous for sure, but it's a fact. It is a fact. You can cry all you want, but after you're done crying, you got to pick up the pieces and move on, and for real, that's hard for some people. It really is hard for some people, but, who, I can't speak for some people, I can only speak for me, I can only really speak for me, and the intent is to try to make sure that what I'm speaking on resonates. So, if it resonates, let me know. And I can continue speaking in this way and in this matter and in this light for sure. At this point, I wanna flip it. I wanna flip it like this. Listen, y'all. We don't know. Time, place, period, date. We don't know. We all out here on this rock. They say that the world is flat. You feel me? They say the world is round. They say the world looks like a potato. They say we in a dome. We don't know. You did? We don't know. You did? All of those possibilities are definitely fathomable. Nobody that you're talking to has the answer. Everything is speculative. There are very minimal facts. There are undeniable truths. You dig? Things that we don't know, things that we know, and things that we know we don't know. I might have said that wrong, but either way. Listen to me when I tell you this. Hug your loved ones. Love on those who love on you. We don't know when our last moment with these people going to be. Could be today, could be tomorrow. 10 years from now, 10 minutes from now. Hug on your loved ones. Love on the ones that love on you. I didn't want to be like, I don't go following the bandwagon, acting like I know people, acting like I fuck with people because they passed away. But I will say this, though, if you care about somebody, just be more in tune with that person. Be more in tune. Be more in tune. You don't know what they're going through because they ain't telling you for sure. I know they ain't telling you. Because if they was telling you, then you would know a little bit more. If you was really, really in tune, you would be able to pay attention. You would be able to know the signs and patterns, So, like, yeah. My uncle, my only uncle, I don't have any other uncles. I got great uncles. I got 2 great uncles left. But my immediate uncle passed away, I want to say last Saturday. And I'm not going to say what was wrong with him, because a lot was wrong with him. But, excuse me, I talked to a couple of my cousins on the phone, and it's perspective is everything. Perspective is everything for sure. And one thing that I can say is that my uncle lived a life that Forrest Gump wishes he had, for real. And just for that, that's just worth remembering, as opposed to what I'm talking about, Don't know. He lived a rough life, but man, it was a long, rough life he did. And then you got cats like what was it yesterday? The other day, Rich Homie Quan. I really only know a couple songs by dude, and I didn't know he was part of that lifestyle song. Love the lifestyle. That song. I didn't know he was a part of that song. Allegedly, overdosed off the drugs. So check on your loved ones. You don't know if they don't telling you. But if you not reaching out too, then you just don't know. It's not about not caring. It's not about not loving your people. It's just you just don't know. Make it your duty to know. Because if you know, you know. Yeah. So, moving in ignorance when it comes to your loved ones, there's no excuse, It's a shame that black folks come together for their deaths and weddings, baby showers, but they don't just come together because it's Sunday. Saying it like this, man, my family's spread across the whole country for real. But man, we need to put it together one good time. Because, man, it's necessary to know that the people that you grew up with, more so than the people that you're coming into age with, but the people that you grew up with, they still growing. We all change. If you don't know and you don't reach out, that means really you don't want to know. For real. People keep close to the fullest, with those that they want to be involved with, So definitely, reach out to those just so that you can put yourself in a position of feeling like, oh man, I ain't talked to them in a long time, and now they gone. So one was all like, yo, don't harbor bad ill will toward people because, you know, life is too short. Man, look, don't keep people in your life that you know don't got your best interests. Don't be ignorant to the things that you do know. You dig? Don't be willingly an accomplice to the demise of yourself because you are blatantly ignorant to the occurrences and actions of others. Tell my children, don't let nobody else get you in trouble. People will get you in trouble just because they can. And that's just wild. That's a wild thought that there are people that are out here that really don't care about you because they care about them. You know? Selfish. They would rather put you at a disadvantage because it works better in their favor that you are disadvantaged, you know? So, yeah, keep yourself in the know as much as possible. You dig? I am what is this? The second week? Third week of? This is the second week of September. Okay. So, I had a nice interview last week with D. Wild. Dropped off the single. Him at Currency. Spirit Andretti. And that was beautiful. I spoke with my girl Eyes, and she said she gonna be sliding somebody else. Someone will be interviewing, waiting on her to interview somebody in the near future. So stay tuned with that. If you would like an interview, holler at me at NUKNOE. Slide in the DM, and we can definitely arrange something for you. I am, I'm just recovering from this cold, and it put me down for real. I get cold, but I get sick, man. I get sick, and my whole body hurts, eardrums and everything start bleeding. Not really, but it feel like it. So yeah, no, I'm feeling better now. So I'm writing songs again. Shout out to Beezy. Shout out to Don Bartholomew. I got somebody else I'm working with too. Yeah, this cat hit me up in my Twitter DM. And he trying to sell me some beats because he got some medical issues. So, whether it's a scam or not, dog, people out here hustling with this music. It's so serious. I'm just really trying to create and capture moments in time. And hopefully you like it. That's it. Reality rap. I'll make it so where you can dance to it, though. Get you a nice beat. I don't know. It is what it is. You can't please everybody, but as long as I can please enough people so I can pay some bills, yeah. I won't be going to Texas this weekend. Like my daughter said, I'm broke. So, I am also thinking about doing like a workshop or an insurance workshop. Not saying I want to sell nobody some insurance, but I want to go over people's insurance policies, make sure that they know what they're talking about. It'll be well worth it for sure. I to figure it out because it's become apparent to me that a lot of people have insurance and don't know how it works. So that's what I want to do. I want to work on that a little bit. You know, my time is not that's been drastically cut because I've had a whole bunch of time and now I'm getting my time exchanged for money. So things are short during this learning period. But yeah, one thing at a time, and we'll go from there. One thing at a time, and we'll go from there for sure. I am. I'm working on being a better father for sure. I gotta spend some time with my boys. Spent time with my daughter yesterday. She growing up on me. She double digits. Pretty soon she's gonna be a teenager. Pretty soon after that she's gonna be like, "Ew, Daddy, I don't want to go to the movies with you." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go hang out and kick it with the mall and my friends. Daddy, do I got $200?" I'm like, "Okay." Is your room clean? You're always gonna make me clean my room. Something like that. So spend time with the children while they're still young, before they start experiencing this world. They want to get off in this world. This world is crazy. You dig? So it just is what it is. This is how the evolution of humanity is. Just a big circle of defiance and rebellion and what is it? Redemption? Not redemption, but understanding, cope, grief, and then redemption. So, it's just that big circle, and then we come back and forth, and then, you have children, and you're like, oh, wow, I had a child? I brought another life into this world? Oh, wow, let me just make sure I don't fuck them up. Once again, I'm not worried about being monetized sometimes, because I want my voice to be heard. I want it to be as raw as possible. I really do, because it is, it's, I hope it resonates. You see? That's the main thing. I hope it resonates. I am going to get up and cook some breakfast. I need to eat better. I need to nutritionalize myself more. You dig? I have a poor diet, and I've been working out. I was working out real good before I got sick, and I'm easing back into it. I was doing my 100 push-ups a day, and then I was going to work on a little bit of weight training, with these small weights. But the main thing was just to keep the 100 push-ups up and nutritionalize myself so that I am a healthy human being. I need to get all my vitamins, vital minerals, and what are those things? Those amino acids and things like that. Yeah. Hey, any of y'all do the sea moss thing? I got some purple sea moss, and I don't know. I did it one time, and I let it in the cup, and I think it smelled like a fish tank, dude. I don't know if I did it right, or I don't know. Listen. If you do the sea moss thing, holler at me in the comments. You dig? I'm gonna look up some YouTube videos and I'm gonna figure this out, because I got this purple sea moss, and supposedly it's the best sea moss out there. Whatever, I don't know. Sea moss is y'all. Man, listen, y'all wouldn't eat kale. No, y'all were using kale as decorations at Pizza Hut. I remember. I didn't know it was kale, but y'all was, and now y'all throwing it in smoothies and trying to use it like it's good in greens. Listen, you acting like you know all the things, but if you know something about this purple sea moss, let me know. You gotta get healthy. I got the enzyme myself. Man, we passing the way. You did shout out to Crazy Ball. Yep. I'm going to get myself together and I'm finish up these sets and have a good week. I'm going to have to start traveling back and forth from Texas pretty soon. I'm pretty sure of it. So the children want to see their mother. It's been a minute. But, I'm just following the law. Yeah, pay a lot of money for some lawyers. So, yeah. Thank everybody out there for listening to this episode. We're going to keep it together a little bit more. If you have not already, like, subscribe, follow, NUKNOE, everywhere. Like I said, if you want to get down on one of these gigs, just let me know. Contact me, and then we'll go from there. You dig? Appreciate y'all rocking with the young man Nuke, and this has been another episode of Fresh Radio, where I bring you the family, revolution, entertainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop all in one show. And listen, if you don't know, you don't know. After this one, you probably know a little bit of something, though. Y'all be smooth. Peace.